More breaking news coming in. In a move to assert power, Chinese authorities unveiled a new map showing the totality of its territorial claims. The new map released by Washington Post shows China's claim over Arunachal Pradesh as a part of southern Tibet. The new map also shows Taiwan, which Beijing considers a renegade province, as part of China. Brijesh Pandya, Deputy Editor, now joining us on the phone line with more. Brijesh, China clearly provoking again. It goes on to include disputed territory in the South China Sea, contested by Vietnam and the Philippines as its part. And obviously a reaction coming in from RSS spokesperson Ram Madhav saying, and I quote, China's attitude has always been against the spirit of Panchsheel.
Well, yes, and he has been also a strong advocacy of the fact that there is no out-of-the-box and ingenuine ideas which has dictated or dominated the relationship between India and China, and the fact of the fact that for the last 10 years the UPA government, which didn't have absolute power, could not pursue a strong policy. So basically his blog assumes significance in the sense that he's advocating for an out-of-the-box and ingenuine ideas which could dictate or redefine the Indo-China relationship. And he also called the Panchsheel an agreement which was born out of grave error. He quoted Acharya Ram who called it something which was born out of sin. So clearly, the stress for an ingenuine, stress for genuine ideas and.
Brijesh, I'll have to ask you to just hold on there. We are Praful Bakshi, defense expert, now joining us on the phone line more. Sir, your reaction? China obviously provoking this map that has been reported in the Washington Post, where they're unveiling this new map, clearly marking their territory.
Well, it has been a foregone conclusion for a very, very long time. China has been marking its territory, referring to their old maps and referring to their very old medieval even maps. The number of lot of territory belonging to them, not only in Arunachal but also in Uttaranchal. So one has to be now. One must know the nature of China. China's policy, the foreign policy, is totally dependent upon their requirements, personal requirements. Right. And their military standing. And China will not get deterred by any threat from either America or India. That is for sure. If China has done this, it means China is thinking ahead and waiting for a reaction, an American reaction, but it will continue persuading into this angle. We have to be ready for it. China actually is wanting to know how much of rope we take and how much of threat we can stand. China, this is a test for us. Basically, that is how it is going on. Every 6 months, 8 months, China poses a question and poses a query like that.
Absolutely, but do you think that they're just sort of attempting to irk India? Because just earlier we were talking about the timely shot in the arm for Sino-Indian ties, China fearing the Indian economy, forced to open up because of Modi. Will China's reset with India work after them heaping praise on Modi? And now we see something like this.
You please understand, whoever may become Prime Minister of India is immaterial. Chinese stand does not change so fast on such grounds. If one does not understand China, then one is doomed to suffer in their hands. We have to understand China very well. They have decided what belongs to them. Yes, they will take full advantage of Mr. Modi's stand. They know that the business will be better for both of them. But they also know that cartographic warfare does not get deterred by the business thing. When the Pearl Harbor attack took place in America, the Japanese and Americans were having a very big industrial ties. They were actually having a lot of programs together. And suddenly the Pearl Harbor attack came. So we must understand this is the psyche of China. They stand by what they say. Totally immaterial what Modi says or previous government said or next government will say.
Praful Bakshi, defense expert, thank you so much for speaking with Headlines today. Breaking news, in fact, coming in right now. This is as China has, in fact, unveiled this map. This has been reported in the Washington Post, where they've clearly marked their territory, but obviously contentious areas. And we're still waiting on a reaction, definitely, to emanate from the Indian government, but also several contested territories from Philippines and Vietnam.